psychiatry. Like, people take pills for depression and anxiety. And don't get me wrong, I know some people have biological reasons why they have those mental illnesses, but a lot of it is also caused by lifestyle factors. And so if we address the lifestyle factors and pay attention to the person's mental and spiritual aspects of health, we can eliminate the need for medication in many cases.
So what's a lifestyle factor? What is that?
Like some people, they follow really unhealthy diets, and a lot of that can be rooted in kind of a low self-esteem, or believing like, oh, if I eat healthy, it's not going to make a difference. So a major role of doctors is to educate patients on what it means to, like, why it's important to eat healthy, and also to motivate them, to feel like they're worth it. They have value, and if they eat healthy, then they're going to feel good. They're not going to need to get medicated for a bunch of chronic illnesses or even mental illnesses. And that's the role of a physician, basically.
Well, but here's the thing. I mean, I live in the city of Newark, New Jersey. We have what I would call an epidemic here of obesity,
Mm-hmm.
and people in the health department, public health schools are educating people about proper dieting. Yet the population says, well, no, I can't afford proper dieting. I can't afford to go to Whole Foods. This food is too expensive. I'm going to just eat McDonald's and I'll get by with rice and beans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a major issue. Fast food, having fast food is more accessible than healthy food for a lot of people. And there's a misconception, because most people believe that healthy food and fresh produce are more expensive than fast food. But there are ways, potatoes are very healthy, and a lot of people think that it's carbs, so it's not healthy. But that's only if you add salt and oil and a
Yeah,
bunch of
right, right.
stuff to it.
If you change molecular structure, right?
Yeah, and potatoes are very cheap. Personally, I survived through college and grad school by eating rice, potatoes, and frozen vegetables. And I just added a little bit of salt and pepper every night, and just I didn't add oil. That's what I ate, and I felt so good. And it didn't cost much money, but a lot of people, they don't really see that, they're misinformed about those things. So it's just like there's so much information out there, and you don't know who to believe and what diet works. But if you just keep it simple and go back to the roots, like your ancestors, like human beings a long time ago, that's what they survived on, the most basic things: potatoes, rice, vegetables, anything you can grow and cook and eat is what your body needs.
Yeah, well, that's true. Unfortunately, though, we have a modern mindset, which, like, for example, let's take milk, right?
Mm-hmm.
That stuff they sell in the is that milk?
Yeah, it's very much not milk,
No,
because
it's not milk at all.
yeah, because if you were to actually drink milk directly from the source, it doesn't taste good, because it's just it's basically just fat used to make the baby cow grow.
Yeah,
And they add a lot of things to make it taste a little bit sweeter and appeal more to consumers, which is why it tastes the way it does. But
right.
it's, yeah, if you eat it naturally, it doesn't really taste the same.
And not only that, it doesn't last for 3 weeks in the refrigerator.
Right, there are preservatives to make it last longer.
But now here's the thing: if you run around telling people this,
Hmm.
they're gonna be upset.
Exactly, nobody believes. Everyone is, they think that they believe what they are used to. Like, they don't want to admit that their lifestyle has problems or flaws. And this makes people very dependent on the system. Like if you have like if you have spent your whole lifetime eating and drinking the things you buy at the store, and you never grow your own food, you're gonna spend your whole life dependent on the groceries you buy at the store, and you're gonna work a job just to buy expensive food. And a lot of people like don't even like their lifestyle, they don't like their job, they don't like anything. But you know, the only reason, like, you don't really need that much money to live if you can learn how to grow your own food and make things for yourself instead of relying so much on the things that are given to you that you buy at the store.
So now, part of your public health initiative, are you planning to do like homegrown gardens and stuff like that?
Yeah, I really want to teach people about how it's like it's really important to be able to provide for yourself. Like, you know, those things are not going to be available forever. Like some things, sometimes a store might be out of stock of things. Like you don't know if you're going to have certain things forever. So you have to learn how to provide for yourself in the case that the everything around you just disappears.
Right. Well,
Hmm.
I mean, like some people, what they do is they go to Home Depot and they buy those orange 5-gallon containers, and
Yeah.
then they plant stuff in it. They got tomatoes or cucumbers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's a much better way to live because you know exactly what's going into your food from the start. And there's something more like rewarding about eating something you've grown yourself. Like you feel like you're eating the fruits of your labor in
Yeah,
a kind of a
literally,
literal way.
right. The fruits of
Mhm.
your labor.
Yeah.
So part of you said the mental health, the health program is like has the physical and the mental. So like, and you spoke about depression. Is that a major issue today? Depression?
Yeah, for sure. I believe that a lot of people work jobs and live lives that they don't really have like find meaning in them. And the problem is that there are so many jobs that are kind of like unnecessary, or like it's just to make money. It's not really like some people just sit in an office all day not really doing anything, and they don't even like the job, and they're just doing it to make money to buy things that they need to survive and continue doing their job. There's no like creativity. And I think one of the things that we need in order to live a fulfilling life is some way to express ourselves and be recognized for that. Like creativity is a really big part of my own life. I really like writing, photography, and doing things where I can be unique and express the like the person that is me, that's different from everyone else. But people feel stuck in their lives and they don't see that they need a way to be themselves and not just be stuck in this robotic way of living. And because of personal experience with that, I feel like that's a major reason for why a lot of people are depressed.